Patrick, Gavin, Politico. It is now time to turn the table with CNN's Candy Crowley. Candy, big topic on Capitol Hill this week is obviously immigration. Where do things stand right now? I know the president expressed some optimism about being able to work with Republicans on that issue, but this week we saw some slightly more dour tones from folks on Capitol Hill. Where does John Boehner stand? Where does the Republican Party stand? And where do the prospects stand on getting some legislation passed?
Prospects not good. Where does the party stand? It seems to me, if you put together the timing of John Boehner saying, you know, I don't think we can get this done this year, it looks doubtful, it would seem to me that he took a pulse in his party caucus and didn't think he could get enough people behind to get both a border security package and a pathway to legalization package together to try to then put together with the large Senate bill. I was skeptical it was going to happen at the beginning of this year. I am even more skeptical it's going to happen. I think both the Speaker Boehner and the President thought that there was a possibility there. It doesn't sound like they're thinking that anymore.
Is there a chance that this is going to kind of become 2014's version of gun control, meaning that the president might just accept that there aren't the votes there and sort of drop it? Or will the president, despite sort of the dour news that we're hearing this week, persist and fight and try to get it done, even if the political reality isn't as fortunate for him as he would like it to be?
I am not as certain that immigration reform as a political tool works strongly for either party. And I think you kind of have to look at it through the political prism in order to think, will the president spend a lot of time on this? I think the Democrats are far more interested in going after that income inequality or opportunity inequality, whatever it is they're going to call it.
To a piece of legislation that did pass, obviously, Obamacare, and a new report out this week from the CBO is being used by both Republicans and Democrats to spin how good of a piece of legislation Obamacare actually is. Let's take the White House's perspective. They've obviously had a slow, sometimes very quick and loud drip of some bad news since the unveiling of healthcare.gov. Are they viewing this as bad news? Are they going to be able to spin this to actually say, in fact, that this is one reason why Obamacare is a good piece of legislation? What are the politics of that CBO report this week?
One of the things the CBO concluded was that there would be fewer hours worked over time, and the Republicans added it all up and came up with millions of people that are going to be jobless as a result of Obamacare, their talking point. The White House took it and said, listen, what this means is that people will have more time because they're not worried about health care. They're not staying in jobs they don't want to stay in. They may want to go off and do something on their own or be an entrepreneur. And this means that they will have the safety net of Obamacare to go and do just that. So, you know, as my father used to say, you pays your money and you takes your choice. I mean, I think that this was largely I think the problem with the White House was that there is this gigantic report, and the Republicans got the beat on them, sort of in terms of being able to kind of shape it.
All right, Candy, tell us about your program this Sunday.
One of our big topics will be Sochi and the safety there and the politics there. You know, what's at stake for Putin? What if he fails? Has the president made it difficult for Putin to succeed, at least on a PR basis, that kind of thing? So one of our guests, Janet Napolitano, as you know, is heading the delegation. We will talk to her from Sochi.